yeah, I started the stream. I'm doing some preparation before we actually start. When did I do that? I forgot about a cheat for the sand, so trying to clear out as much sand beforehand so we have time to build. Hey, one person's here. We'll be starting in officially in 2 minutes. I probably know who the one person is, but if not, if it's not the person I think it is, welcome. Either way, welcome. Oh my god, this area is almost cleared out. I hate this part of the game, but I love it at the same time. It's kind of soothing watching all that sand fall. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of having a Minecraft day because I love Minecraft, but I haven't had time to play it. So, why are you being wonky? Okay, it's officially 3:30, so let's... Hello!
Oh, hi!
Reading my face. Okay, it is reading my face. Good. I literally just started with the avatar yesterday, so I am still working out the kinks. We're clearing out an area to make a spa for a world I'm in. I thought it would fit here. Why are you being wonky? Yeah. I mean, part of my username is girl, so I assume that would give a big hint that I'm a woman. Oh, 4 people. Oh, that is... Hi! Feel free to say hello, talk in chat, everything's good. Damn it, I forgot to put a sea cucumber here. There we go. It saves me a lot of time and effort. Oh yeah, I showed it last time, but this building behind me is called the Oasis. It's a luxury hotel. That's why I'm making a spa here. Hello. Hi, Switchboy. Haven't seen you in a while. Do you have social networks? Yes. If you go to my profile, it has a link to my Linktree, and my Linktree has a link to everything. So, I really need to post on social media more, to be honest. I mostly post on my Discord. Ugh. Yeah. Oh my god. I like have like a sneeze stuck in my nose. Well, it's really been a while. Yeah. Oh, we went from 4 to 2. Oh well. Well, I'm glad for the people that are here. Ah, god damn it, I don't want to destroy the blocks. I want to destroy sea cucumbers. Yeah, we're still working towards donations. We're trying to get our viewer time up, so if you like what you see, stay and watch as long as you can. So it was going up, and then people would. It's weird because I get like these huge crowds of people, and then they like disappear, and then it happens again. In my opinion, you are very pretty. I don't think I've ever posted my face. Unless you're saying my avatar is pretty. Because I don't think I've posted my face anywhere. Why do I keep doing this? Put down the sea cucumber! Minecraft is supposed to be a soothing game, a relaxing game. Yeah, I kind of want to do a tour of this world, but not yet. Because this world is actually really impressive. Because, it's supposed to be like an RP world eventually, so everybody's like building everything so the RP's ready. Why do I keep doing this? Put your own seat. Okay. But yeah, you must have beautiful dinners and buttocks. Ew, that's gross. Don't say that. That's not appropriate. We don't allow that kind of chat in here. That's not okay. Oh, this looks... How much more of this area do I gotta clear out? Okay, not much left. Okay. Oh my god, I'm getting so... Okay, dude, not okay. That is not okay. How do I get rid of someone? Because that is not okay talk. Your profile picture makes you look like a toddler. You look like a 10-year-old. At the oldest. What the hell, dude? Yeah, sorry, buddy. Judging by your profile pic here, because I was about to ban you, but judging by your profile pic, if you try flirting with me, that would technically be pedophilia, because I am way too old for you. Oh, I'm playing Minecraft. That explains the profile pic. I'm sorry. I'm being sassy. It was not my intention. Yeah, that... I said that kind of talk is not appropriate, so I will give you one more chance, but... we are trying to be a healthy server for everyone... Or not a server. A healthy Twitch stream that everyone can be comfortable in. Okay? So... So please, no inappropriate talk. Cuss words are okay, but, no rude behavior. I mean, didn't you read my chat rules before joining or before saying anything? Trying to like. Okay, and that is a ban. Jesus Christ. Okay, I said I'd give him one more chance to be respectful. Hey guys, my first Twitch ban. I didn't even have to pull the boyfriend card yet. Jeez. I think this stream's off to a great start. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna start building because Why is my flying so wonky? No, Appa. Remember I said I was changing... What did I just... I think Zosimus missed it! Oh my god! He's worried about... I don't know what you just... Yeah, you missed it. We had a pervy 10-year-old in chat. So I had to ban him. First ever ban. And that's saying something, because I deal with your bullshit. I'm missing something. But yeah... but no, it was weird. I tried to be polite about it and give the person a chance to kind of change their behavior, but they, literally after I gave them another chance, they said something really inappropriate. I'm like, okay, no. Got to check this out. Yeah, that was interesting. We can mark that off of the Twitch stream checklist. Pervy 10-year-olds. Knock it off. I mean, I know there's like, I know with the Minecraft community, there's like a bunch of kids in it, but, which is another reason why he shouldn't have been saying those kinds of things. I mean, my career outside of, my art and Twitch is related to kids, so I know I gotta keep an eye on, like, people when it's, like, behaving kids-wise. So, like, seeing that, and I'm like, if the kids if I watch ever go and watch my stuff, that is not appropriate. Okay. What should we do for the spa? I'm trying to figure out. Also, we need to start creating lore for the theme park. So I want to make like a Disneyland-esque theme park for this area. So Switch Boy, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while, bud. You're probably busy, and I understand that. I don't know why I keep talking in accents. right? I know, though. I was just kind of like, what should I do in this situation? Because I don't want to be mean and, like, ban people if they're being inappropriate and then they don't know the rules. But, like, I said to him, like, right after he posted that stuff that, hey, that's not okay in my Twitch chat. Can you please stop? And he's just like, nope, I'm gonna keep doing it. It's like, okay, then I'm gonna ban you. I feel bad, though. I'm terrible at dealing with, like, negative people. Like, this guy's being inappropriate, breaking the rules, and I'm just like, I feel bad. Okay, that's just dirt, so we'll have to break that down. By looks of it, they think, if think they would have gotten worse. You've done the right thing. I know. I kind of roasted them a little bit, just like, because when you click on them to ban them, it shows their account a little bit, so it shows the profile pic, and the profile pic looked like it was this kid, so I'm like, okay, this is just some kid thinking that he's hot shit. So, I mean, I know a lot of kids like to watch Minecraft content, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay if younger audiences watch me, but it's also got to be clear that I cuss in my things, and I sometimes talk about heavy topics, and if a parent is not okay with their kids watching that, they need to keep an eye on their kids, because I've dealt with parents when babysitting before, where they're like, oh yeah, just let the kids watch YouTube, and then the kids watching, like, YouTube that's, like, way too inappropriate for that age, and I'm like, your kid shouldn't be watching this. And then the parents get all huffy with me, and they're like, well, if it's inappropriate, it's the YouTuber's fault. I'm like, no, it is not. If you're letting your kid watch inappropriate content, that is not the creator's fault. It's not the creator's job to make your kid happy. Sure, they're supposed to make their fan base happy, but that's different. It's making a community happy rather than one individual person. Judging by who I think is here, do you guys want to tour the world? I kind of gave a brief show of the Oasis last time. But if you guys want to see the rest, I'm down. Hello? I thought I heard something. Somebody in here with me? I told the people that I've invited to this world that if they wanted to join me, they could. Okay, guess my Discord's just being wonky. The server will be started in a few seconds to adjust the system load. Oh, come on, man. I own the server. Let me say no. God damn. We will be back on here in just a sec. God damn it, I hate this thing. I need to update my, my game. My avatar's just like... It sounded like someone joining Discord call, then got confused if I was part of a call. Nope. I think what happened was my Discord reset itself, so it like booted me out of the chat and then put me back in, because I said if any of my friends wanted to join the world, I had it open, and I like talking with my friends when I build, so... But yeah, do you guys want to tour the world once it starts back up again? Because the people that are here now, I think, know me or have been in the chat long enough that or the stream long enough that I probably wouldn't mind. Oh, there's the Aternos noise. Do-do-do-do. I'll give you lore information too, because eventually we want to add like mods with like quests and stuff in here. Because I want this to be like an RP world for friends or anyone who wants to join in. Like, it's kind of like a D&D based world. You know what I mean? There's basic lore, and then there will be like basic quests that people can do, but if they don't want to do that, they can kind of do their own thing. Everything is a work in progress. BRB, misplaced phone. Are you perhaps chatting on it? Why are you being a glitch bitch? We're almost done clearing out this area! Woohoo! Wait, how far away is this spa to the... Oh my god, I gave the subway system of the Water Kingdom a name, and I can't remember what it is. Because we got the Oasis here, and then I named that... I need to ask my friends, because I'm like, I swear I named it. When were you doing the VTuber things? I literally started yesterday. Is it reading me? Yeah, it is. Okay. I've been testing out VTuber features because I've said before on stream that I'm not comfortable showing my face. At least not yet. So I thought maybe be a VTuber for a little while. And then I used a really basic avatar building software, but once I get some money, I will upgrade it within reason, you know? I have a friend who does models. Maybe I could ask him to make one for me. I mean, of course I'd pay him, because that'd be a dick move to ask him to make me a avatar and not commission him. As a fellow artist, I know how much it sucks when somebody's like, oh, give me art for free. I have actually made a rule with my commissions that friends and loved ones don't get free commissions anymore. Because I've had friends like take advantage of it a handful of times. And I'm actually doing a commission right now for my boyfriend, and I'm like, you gotta pay me $10 for it. And he's like, oh, okay. I mean, I still made it like really cheap, so if he did have to... if he did have to pay for it, it's still a pretty cheap price. I'm still trying to figure out prices for commissions. I don't know if I want to make them more expensive or not. Because right now I'm doing the basic setup rule where it's like $10 for a one-character colored picture. And then my If you want like a basic black and white sketch, it'd just be like uh $5. But I'm thinking about making it more expensive for anyone that isn't like a close friend or loved one. The sea cucumber is actually speeding up this process a ton. Hey, dude. But yeah, I'm trying to finish some money-based art projects, so that way I can upload those and start making money off of that. I have a set of stickers that are on the brink of publishing. I literally need to finish one more sticker, and then I will be uploading that. And then I had some trading cards planned that I still need to work on, but those are gonna take a little while. I think the trading cards are going to be fun because the way I'm setting it up, I possibly can make more of them over time. And I'm really excited because the theme of the trading cards is mythology, because I wanted something that I knew a lot about, and also I can make pretty easily, and people would pay for it. So, found it, was on floor next to me, just needed to double check scheduled shifts this week. Oh, nice. I don't have to work this week. My work schedule is weird. I mean, it's not weird if you like know the details of it, but like the reason why I think it's like kind of weird is it's like every other week. But and then the guy gives me like random times, because I've said before that Switchboy, I just got a nanny job, and I think I was doing a different job the last time you were here, but I started with a new family, and so it's going pretty well. I feel bad for the daughter because she's at that age where she doesn't, she isn't even a year old. The daughter isn't even a year old, so whenever dad leaves, she thinks dad's gone forever, and it's really sad because she'll throw this fit crying for dad to come back, and I'm just sitting there like, I can't do anything. Like, honestly, I can't do anything to help the poor baby because she's, because of what's going on. Like, usually after a while, she's pretty chill with it, and she's actually been very friendly towards me. But, like, when Dad leaves, she always throws a hissy fit. Daddy's gone, you're mine now, maha. Yeah. Okay. She is, she still has that baby softness. You know how, you know when you hold, like, a new baby? It doesn't matter for what creature. I don't know why, but like babies of every creature are like super soft. But like she still has that baby softness, so holding her is like holding like this stuffed animal, and I just want to hold her and cuddle her all the time because she's so soft and cuddly. I mean, usually she's down with that, but like I usually try to hold her when Dad leaves because I feel bad because she's just like, Dad's gone and I have no one that'll love me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. Speaking of babies, Puppy's doing well. Again with the baby softness, our puppy has like that puppy fur, and it's just it's so soft and cuddly. Why are babies so soft? I think my boyfriend is long distance relationship. I mean, if he was around me while I'm going through like this baby fever kind of stuff, he would probably be like, I probably would be like, I want a baby. Like, I'm at that weird age where it's starting to be okay for like me to have a kid, but like it's still slightly too early. You know what I mean? Like you know you want to start having kids, but you know it's not like the right time. And like if you have the kid now, it'd be really weird because it's like way too soon. Um, but like it's just weird. Um, but like my friend's little sister is having just had a kid, and I'm like, hold up, wait, what? How can you have kids right now? You're younger than me, and I'm like 22. I mean, I'm just like sitting there confused because everyone my age is like starting to have kids, and I'm like, are aren't we not like old enough yet? It's so weird. That weird baby age. Yeah, and it also doesn't help that my parents are trying to are trying to try to push me towards my next step in life. So like they're when I mentioned I had a kid at 21, 22, but that's a long story. Yeah. I feel like I'm like I feel like if you want to have a kid at that time, that's fine. But like your life just started. So like I feel like um again, if you want to have a kid then that's perfectly fine. But like it's so weird to me that kids that or people that age have kids, and I'm like um but yeah, but because my parents are like trying to force me towards my next like step in life, and because they know I'm like seeing someone right now, they're like, you know, you should start thinking about weddings. And I'm like, I just started dating this person not too long ago, and I know it'd probably be uncomfortable if I even brought up the topic of weddings, but like, no. To be honest, though, I think every girl like kind of dreams about weddings, but like I never really had that phase until recently. Like I had resisted it for so long, but I finally made like a Pinterest board of like wedding stuff. I'm very disappointed in myself because I was so proud that I've never done that, and then I did that, then I like created it the other day, and I'm like, damn it, why is this okay now? Like, I don't think I I either I feel like if I did get married, I either would be the most chill bride ever, or I'd be a total bridezilla. I don't know. So proud, and then one day, yeah. Um, like I mean, I'm at that age where I probably should start thinking about it if that did ever come up. So like I probably should start planning that out. I want to have a cost effective wedding because I know there are tons of people that are like, oh, we need to spend this, and this on weddings. And I'm like, but not really. As long as you get what you need, you don't need to spend that much. Plus, half the time they tell the companies that they're doing it for a wedding, and that adds the wedding tax, which, if you don't know what that is, it is actually quite fascinating. Um, it's also kind of known as like the big events tax. Like companies also do it for like funerals, but if you're like calling someone to like hire a company for something like a caterer or a florist and say, "Hey, I'm doing this for a wedding or I'm doing this for a funeral." They will charge you so much more money because they know they could extort it out of you. And it's quite fascinating, really. So I'm like, if I am planning a wedding, I'm going to try and avoid the wedding tax as much as I can. So, and then what I'm most worried for, like if I have a wedding, is if my mom is involved in the planning. Because I've stated before that my mom is kind of a perfectionist and has like this certain idea in her head of how things should go. So I feel like if I do start planning my own wedding, she would try to kind of like butt in and be like, "Oh, this isn't a good idea. You should do this instead for the wedding." And I'd probably be like, "Okay, mom, whatever you say." I'm kind of a pushover. I'm kind of a pushover when it comes to that stuff. Like I remember like when I was younger, I would like try to I would like plan ideas for like my birthday or like Halloween or something like that. And my mom would be like, "No, you need to do this instead." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Where did my zucchini go? Um, but yeah, that's what I'm most worried about, to be honest, is like my mom. Thankfully, the person I'm gonna make as my bridesmaid is a bad bitch, so I know she would, or like, I know my bridesmaid group would probably, like, because I only have a small group of friends, let alone female friends, so I already know who would probably be in my bridesmaid, group if I did get married. So, like, I know from that group they'd probably yell at my mom if she tried to change something that I planned. Yay, we cleared out the area. Now we can start building the spot. I'm like talking about really girly topics. I never really talk about that. I kind of want to add like a little sand garden area here. You know what I'm talking about? Um, but yeah, uh, that's been going on in my head right now, and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to think about this, but I probably should at my age. If I don't start planning now, I'm gonna be so lost and panicky when it actually happens. Because that sounds like something I do. Like, I don't plan it out, and then it actually comes up, and I'm like, hold up, wait a second. um, yeah, I'm going through a weird time. That weird age where everything has to be started to plan out, no matter how old you are. Or, I mean, no matter what stage you're at. It sucks, but I understand. Um, my friend, like, did this really cool thing where he, gave, like, the mod special abilities. Like, he had, like, set active potions, and then I may have ruined it by drinking milk. Um, he, like, had a permanent, thing on where it was, like, night vision and speed. And I need him to come back and fix that for me. Um, uh, everyone's everyone like got really quiet. Oh, that's what I was missing. I'm like, what am I missing? I'm missing this block. I'm an idiot. I kind of want to switch to my Wizard 101 world. I don't know why I put down the teal blocks over there earlier. Be gone, thought. That's also what's missing. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back! I was talking about how everyone expects me to hit my next stages of life, and it's freaking me the hell out. Yay. I really hope I don't get married soon. Like, it would be great if I could, because that means, like, somebody wants to spend their life with me. But also, like, that's such a grown-up step, and I'm like, I'm not ready to adult, okay? Adulting is for losers. Don't make me. I don't want to adult. I feel like being an adult is hard, yeah. Hey! Everybody's coming back! Aeronid is here too! It's so weird, everybody's here. Like, all my regulars are here right now. Even though Zosimus is kind of, like, gone silent. It's weird. You actually decide yourself if you get married or not. Well, I do want to get married. Hey, we got 5 viewers! Ooh! On selling costume to me. Well, usually you're like chatting my ear off, so I'm like, he's being weirdly quiet. I am uneasy. If everyone can say hi, I can get a special achievement. Because I almost got the achievement, but only like 4 people said hi, and I'm like, God damn it! But yeah, I'm just saying that I'm like, it's like I want to hit, I want to hit all these like adult. Hello everyone, I'm letting other people have a say. I'm considerate like that. Yeah. Yeah, sure about that. But yeah, like I want to hit these next stages of like adult life. Like I want to get married. I want to move out, all those kinds of things. But like, I don't think I'm like mentally ready for those. You guys like ever have that feeling where you like, you know that everybody expects you to hit like that next point in your life, and you're just like, I don't think now is a good time. But yeah, because I think my parents, because all of their friends' kids are hitting all these stages right now, like they're all getting married. Uh, when I first moved out, I didn't even know about it. Oh God. Um, but yeah, like everyone I know that's in my mom's friend group, like their kid wise, is like getting married, having kids, moving out, and I'm just sitting here like, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of worried, you know? It's not that I don't want to do these things, it's I don't think I'm ready for it. I stayed at my GF's for a weekend. I got home, all my stuff was in a flat. Okay. Who said you were... Wait, did your parents just kick you out, or what was going on there? That I want more details. That is a weird... Oh, we had 5 people, then everybody left. That's like a weird story. Like, I have to know more. Why... What happened in that scenario? I just have to know. Stepdad moved in, I moved out, I had no clue. Oh. Trying to, like, figure out what you mean. Did your stepdad just wanted you to move out or something, or was it like... Okay. I'm probably asking too many questions. I'm sorry. Oh, on the plus side, I had an epiphany for one of my comics today, because I was trying to figure out how to make this one thing happen in one of my comics, and I'm like, no matter what I thought of, it didn't make sense. And then I thought of something today, and I was like, oh, that actually works. Because, I have no idea. I wasn't there when it was discussed, lol, any details. I wasn't there for it. That's not cool. You should be at least included in the conversation if it's about you. Like, Jesus. But yeah, like, because I wanted, for my Miraculous comic, I wanted the main character to be able to figure out people's secret identities. Because he's a very smart guy. And I wanted him to, like, figure out everyone's identities, and when people start, kind of being mean to him for no reason, I wanted him to kind of use that to his advantage. So he's gonna be like, oh, you're being a jerk, it'd be a shame. Moving out can be hard, but you know most people manage it just fine. I wouldn't worry about getting married. That's not something you want to do for the sake of doing it. Yeah. Me and my best friend have actually joked that we were gonna get, like, a marriage license and just get, like, platonically married. And just be like, we're just gonna get married, and if we actually meet someone down the line that we want to marry for real, we would just get a divorce. So technically I have discussed getting married just for the sake of marriage. Yeah. And then there was the time where I got virtually married. I like virtually married my ex. We actually haven't gotten virtually divorced yet, so I probably need to talk to him about that. I don't know if he'd try to take my virtual kids, to be honest. Weirdly enough, though, my current boyfriend was one of my virtual kids. That sounds really wrong. But, like, the way I met him was, like, I was like, I like this person, I'm adopting them. So... Serve the virtual divorce papers ASAP. Yes! Oh my god, he actually has been messaging me recently. Like, I mentioned that before in stream recently, but he's been messaging me. He hasn't for a while. I think it's because I mentioned my boyfriend. But, like, he has been messaging me. OMG, is it really, a real-life stepmom scenario? I don't know. No, it's not a stepmom because I adopted him. It was weird. I have this weird habit of, if I like someone, I will adopt them as a child. Like, it doesn't matter what. I'm like, I like this person, they're mine now. Kind of thing, you know? But yeah, that's actually how I met my current boyfriend. Was because I liked the person, and I'm like, you are my child now, and he's like, okay, and now we're dating. So it's kind of weird. I actually made a joke, like, Discord server for all the virtual children I adopted over the years. Everyone thinks it's hilarious. We're thinking about promoting my boyfriend on the server, because he's not my child anymore. So, because that'd be weird. Um, my friend jokingly said if we did promote him on there, she wants him to be daddy. How did you guys meet? Well, this really started when I adopted him. Yeah, it's not really a real adoption because I kind of just grab random people. It's a surprise adoption. Quotation marks around that, you know. But yeah, yeah, I should do that. I should tell him. I'm like, because I should really just like invite him, this guy to like surprise adoption does not make it sound better. Yeah. I did not know that term until I like played D&D because my character I have this weird habit of just adopting people in like fantasy kind of settings because like half of my D&D characters are moms because they adopt children they find. But like in my most recent D&D campaign, which I will link to that when we actually start streaming again, but because the person who does that uh, streams our campaigns, but we're doing a Pokemon campaign right now, and I adopted this kid, and technically the kid is a Pokemon. It's like a Zoroark. I think I pronounced that right. But it's like a Zoroark, and it's like taking the form of a child, and it's based on what the DM says. It apparently likes being a human more than being a Pokemon. So like it spends all its time in its human form. So I'm like, might as well just make it my child. So we had to go to this black market, and since we were there, I was like, hey, I want to adopt this kid, but he technically doesn't have any papers. And I was gonna try and make it sound like his parents didn't like trust the government. It didn't like file out like a birth certificate or anything like that. And then apparently the NPC I was talking to is just like, ah, yes, surprise adoption, is it? And I'm like, no, technically no. I didn't kidnap him. His parent willingly gave him to me. But, yeah, that's how I learned the term surprise adoption. And then 5 minutes later, I set that black market on fire. It was fun. Technically, I set it Pokemon World, perfectly alright for your 10-year-old to go out and fight pets to the death. And to become no, technically our characters are all college aged, so it's fine. Yeah, my character, she's college age, and she's obsessed with Pokemon, and she just thought, because the way the world works is like, apparently Pokemon didn't exist in this world until like just recently, so Pokemon laws are very confusing right now. Hold on, there we go. My camera was reading me weird. But like, so the Pokemon laws are being like really weird right now. So like, if you go into certain areas, it's like illegal to have like Pokemon in that area. Like, there's people that go out and kill Pokemon because it's like illegal to have Pokemon in certain areas. And the DM said we were gonna go into an area where that happened. So I'm like, if anybody questions why I have a child, I need to prove that I'm its guardian in some way. So they don't think I kidnapped a child and then find out it's a Pokemon and then killed the Pokemon. So I was like, oh, when we went to this black market, it's perfect. I can get fake documents to make it seem like the child is mine. So that's kind of what went down. And like I said, I 5 minutes later, I got to set the black market on fire, so that was fun. I I love committing arson in D&D. It makes me so happy. Recently, the poor Naze creature, one day you're lion, king of the jungle, next you're bullied by three to... Yeah, arson is fun. Yeah, I wish I could commit arson in real life, but I have this curse that whenever I touch fire, it dies. So I can't commit arson. I am cursed by the universe to not be an arsonist. My friends make fun of me for that. They call me the pyromaniac that can't actually make fire. Yeah. The one crime I would commit, no questions had. Playing with fire sounds so fun, but it can backfire. Word puns. Oh, did everyone have a good Father's Day if they celebrated it? Like, I don't know if some people... I know some people don't celebrate Father's Day for multiple reasons, but if you did celebrate Father's Day, did he have a good time? So... I had a good time. The sad part was I'm really close with my dad, so Father's Day I always try to go all out for him, because I'm really close with my dad. He's the parent I connect with more, so, you know, but like, so I wanted to spend the day with my dad, but apparently he had to work, and I felt really bad, because I'm like, oh, I wanted to do fun activities with you during Father's Day. And then we didn't do that, but we went to dinner with him, and we had him open presents. I got him his favorite whiskey, because I actually found his favorite whiskey on a whim. Like, because it was like right after I turned 21, so I'm like, I don't even know what's the right whiskey brand to buy. So I was just like really worried that because I was broke and didn't know what brand to get, and so I was just like, what do I do to give him like a good whiskey, because he loves whiskey. And so I go to the store for like his birthday, and I found this whiskey, and I thought it was a sign from the heavens, because one, it was cheap, and that's always good, because I do not have the money to pay for alcohol. And then two, the name of the brand is Hellcat Maggie, and my name is Maggie, and I'm my dad's favorite, so I'm just like, oh my god, this is like a sign from the heavens. And so I bought the whiskey for him, and he tried it, and it's like his new favorite whiskey. It's great. I'm like this... Hold on. Be gone, thoughts! I have a selection of whiskey. Don't like it, just giving it. Yeah. Yeah, my dad loves whiskey, and that one's his favorite now. So I got it for him for Father's Day. I haven't started his birthday gift. I'm gonna do an animation for his birthday, because I found a really cute song that fits him really well, and I'm like, I want to do that for his birthday. My brain just went fart. I don't know what. We got a bot! Guys, say hi to the bot! As long as we don't click the link, the bots don't matter. You don't want to be mean to the robots. We don't want robot uprising, so I always try to be polite. As long as we don't click the link, we're happy. Do you guys want a tour of the world? I could give you guys the basic info on lore and stuff. That'd be fun. The links look so pretty. Plus, they added a Lord Helix shell. But yeah, do you guys want to have a tour of the kingdom so far? We still have a long ways to go, but... We're only in one area. We're in one small area of the kingdom. This is gonna be like a really big world. Once everything's like done and over with. You've asked a few times, so I feel like you're really itching to show off the world. Yeah, because I'm proud of it. Can I teleport to spawn? Because that would be useful. TP. This is spawn, right? No. Spawn. Damn it. I don't know how these controls work half the time. Okay, I'm not flying. So the area we're in right now is the Water Kingdom. There will be 10 kingdoms eventually, possibly more. But the original lore I made it from, or like, what I kind of based the 10 kingdoms on originally, had 10 entities. So, this is... I originally based the 10 Kingdoms off of something from Digimon, because I was like really obsessed with Digimon when I first thought of the idea for this world. So I'm just kind of like, ooh, kind of embarrassed. But we still kind of have the 10 entities with the 10 kingdoms. And then there's the main town. There's the main town and then the 10 kingdoms. Okay, we're at spawn. I want to move the spawn eventually because it's in a bad area. We were going to put something in the area, but the person who built spawn made it in the wrong spot. So when people come to the world, here's our rule list. We're going to add more rules eventually, but for right now, this is our rule list. So, yeah. And rules will change as things progress. So our rules is be kind, keep things PG-13. If you want to build, you need to take the basics tour, which I'm technically giving the basics tour right now. It basically gives basic lore and kind of where everything is kind of set up right now. If you want to build something, let an admin know. If you want to rebuild something, ask an admin and the original maker, because I know people would get pissy. Water Kingdom could just break the glass wall and flood the world. Instant takeover. Yeah. Well, I've said the last time I was on here that you don't want to cause wars because of the lore, because you will lose. Because I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. I want everything to feel connected. So, like, if you try to cause a war against a kingdom, you'll lose a very important resource. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't destroy anything without permission. We made that rule because I have a friend who tends to grief. And this is the list of admins right now. Half of the admins have been busy lately, so like I've been the only one that has been able to do things. So Here's this weird sand formation that we call Religious Beach. It's also a nudist beach, so... yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. We're gonna start with the castle, because castle's easiest. If you take over a kingdom, wouldn't you then have access to the resources of that kingdom? Yeah, I guess, but there still would have to be, like, a war at some point. So... Mm-hmm. Yeah, we thought it'd be funny to name it Religious Beach, because it looks like a cross. And then we're like, it's also a nudist beach, because that'd be funny. This is the main castle. We're actually expanding the main castle right now, because my original design for the castle was really small, and then I realized, hey, if we're gonna make this giant empire, maybe the main castle should be a little bigger. So, let's go this way first. We have a lovely little garden here. I actually need to update this, but this is the Hall of Heroes, which, oh, my keyboard is being wonky as fuck. The Hall of Heroes is basically an area where people who help out a lot with the world earn a special place on the wall, or if they inspire somebody in the world. So we got 2 people in the Hall of Heroes right now. Well, 2 main people. We got my best friend, and then my buddy Nate, and then I have a couple of YouTubers over there that have, like, inspired me to be into gaming and stuff. So everybody should check out these YouTubers. I mean, of course, we got Markiplier. I probably need to update these signs. We got Lauren's Eastside, Jacksepticeye. I love those guys. And then we got Call Me Kevin and The Humble Noob. Everyone should subscribe to The Humble Noob. I love them so much. She is, like, the best. She is hilarious, and I love her content. She deserves more subscribers. I really want to get the slab and staircase mod, where everything is like a slab or a staircase. So that way we can have more detailed builds. But for right now, this is what we got. We got our map room, which is currently in progress because we're building everything. So here's our maps right now. We're gonna go down because there isn't as much stuff upstairs. So we're gonna go down. Let's go to the servants' quarter and the kitchen first. I need to make the kitchen. The servants' quarters is almost done, but I need to make the kitchen. A lot of my friends do come and help me build this world, most of the time. Oh, my thing is being wonky. Stop it. So yeah, here's our lovely servants' quarters. These will be furnished and added more detail later, but we're just trying to get, like, the basic build done. So this will be the head, maid, butler, and chef's area. You know, that kind of thing. And then we go down this way. And then these are the servants' quarters. Because like I said before, it'll be like a role play kind of thing. So depending on what you do, you can earn jobs and stuff. So servant, not staff. I see how it is. Well, it's a kingdom. So you don't see like a medieval story and going, ah, yes, it's the staff. It's like, it doesn't make sense. It's like a fantasy kind of story, so. But yeah, so all the servants' quarters look like this, and I want people to each, like, get roles depending on how they act, and then some roles may turn into NPCs, because I know some of my friends would want to take, like, higher roles, but I feel like those would be canon NPCs and stuff. So there'll be an NPC version of these characters. I actually need to finish designing the species that live in each kingdom, because I said before that the Water Kingdom is filled with axolotl people, and I love them to bits. They are adorable. I actually need to update the mail because I sent the design out in the group and somebody said that he needs more detail. Now we're going to the dungeons. If a room looks blank, it's because we want to add the furniture mod eventually. So, here's our lovely dungeons. This is our execution area. Like, because you can put a lead and an animal on the lead here, and they'll die. With my gentle and caring mannerisms for the wenches and the plebs, I mean the people. Yeah. My keyboard is being like really wonky. These are our interrogation rooms. So if you get in trouble, you go in here. Like, we want to use the world to have, like, if people misbehave, they'll get sent to the dungeon and then put on trial. So they'll, like, get put in the interrogation room and stuff. It'll be funny. We have the... Hello? Oh my god, my thing's being wonky as hell. I thought I heard the Discord thing go off. Oh well. This is gonna be the guard's break room. So, like I said, because this room is so empty, we're gonna put furniture in here once we get the furniture mod. We're waiting for the person to update it, plus we were having some technical difficulties with mods, so we kind of just turned the world into a vanilla world for right now. And then we're gonna add mods back in, and then everything will work. This is the warden's office. So, whoever is the warden, this is where they'll get their work done. And then my favorite part of the tour, it's a broom closet. I made a little broom closet. It's adorable. I mean, look at it. It's so cute. I just realized something. With the lava and the blocks that we used, it could possibly have been made by the Fire Kingdom. Let's finish this. Next part of the tour. I want to make this like the throne room area, but I don't know how. No one would ever use the broom closet perfect to hide the bodies. Well, we gotta clean up the bodies after execution time. I mean, come on, man. We need to add fish back in here. I might add a special thing where if people help out in the world, or if I do make it live and like have people donate to the world or something, they can earn like their name on a fish or something. I don't know what this room is yet. We haven't decided. But it leads up there. I would take you up there, but we're gonna take the secret tunnel. Because the secret tunnel's more fun. Whee! Secret tunnel. Nope. But yeah, here is our secret tunnel, which hides the war room. So, oh. Hi, I forgot you guys were in here. Somebody spawned like a bunch of pandas all over the castle. So, once we get our map figured out, we're gonna put the map in here. My friend designed the secret tunnel. I'm very proud of her. Like, I would love... she's like, how do you feel about Fear the War Pandas? Yes. But she was like, how do you feel about a secret tunnel, in the castle? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'd love to do that, but I don't know how to actually get it done. And she's like, I'll do it. And I'm like, okay. So she made the secret tunnel, and I love it so much. Technically, there's another secret area, but I know my friends watch my streams sometimes, and that friend doesn't know I know where that thing is. So, we're still figuring out what this room is. It might be like a sleeping quarters. I don't know. We need to put a roof on this. We have yet to put a roof on here. I keep saying I'm gonna put a roof on this, but I never do. More pandas. We got a little garden area. The pro builder of our group made this. I wish he like made it without checking in with me, because I had a train to the Water Kingdom here, and I was like, he deleted it, and I'm like, hold up, and he's like, what? And I'm like, where's the train to the Water Kingdom? And he's like, oh, I deleted it. And I'm like, oh, okay, guess I'll have to redo it. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's cool, this looks better. The secret passages are kind of obvious where they are at the moment. I'm guessing when furnishing, yeah. Also with the trapdoors, you gotta close them. Sir Ferdinand. I forgot people named him. So yeah, here's our lovely castle. All of this is a work in progress, so there are very few things that are actually done. We got a living quarters right here, which will be furnished, so. Into the gardens. I made this cute little gazebo. I did get it done, like, right, but we, like, deleted the mod that made it look really good, so I was like, meh. Somebody made an actual working... I made the lighthouse, but they actually made it work, and I'm very proud of them for that. It makes me so happy. There isn't really anything over there. It's just a room and a tower. We got our lovely royal gardens. And then I was gonna have, kind of like a mini estate, for each kingdom on the on the castle grounds, because I'm like, it would be, I would feel like it'd be a politically dick move if you made your political friends / enemies sleep in a hotel. So it's kind of like a mini embassy, but there's like actual embassies too. Got this lovely garden. We got this nice little swing set that somebody made, and I love it. It's really cute. My friend actually made this little garden area, and I love it so much. So cute. Right over here is the water estate. I'm actually in the process of building this right now, but I'm trying to figure out how I want the layout to go. So here's our lovely water estate. I love the Water Kingdom. I have been putting a lot of work and effort into that one. And I'm trying to get it done as much as I can. There's a couple kingdoms that we know for sure where they are. So I'm like, I'm trying to push people to work on those and get them done as soon as possible. This is gonna be the Wood Kingdom's estate, but my friend wanted to build it, so I was just like, okay, you do that. Our pro builder is updating the castle walls. I hope he shows another person how to do that, so that way he's not the only one that has to work on that, because the castle's gonna be big. This is my friend Lauren's sheep. It says, Ray sheep, friend, don't kill. We're trying not to kill. I know she said she didn't care, but I'm like, I'm being polite. You said not to kill. This is our boathouse. We got a boat leaving the harbor. Somebody put a non-binary flag on there, and I honest to God love it. He's so cute. We're almost done with the tour. Look at this. Look at this little boat they made. But I bet they'll pack great lamb shakes. No! Make it. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not killing our girl's, pet. We had this cute little tree. It's a little hidden oasis. I like it. This is not one of the secret tunnels. I just think it's kind of cute. And then this building is a work in progress. We're gonna alter it because it actually looks nothing like what it was supposed to look like. God damn it, no. But yeah, this was supposed to be, for the Lightning Kingdom, which is supposed to be like Neo-Tokyo-esque, but it looks way too much like an English, mansion, so me and my boyfriend who were making it were like, maybe we should adapt it a little more so it fits the architecture that it's supposed to fit. Because, each kingdom has a different architectural style, so that way when you see buildings, you are like, oh, it's from the Water Kingdom. Oh, it's from the Fire Kingdom. That kind of thing. This way over here is the Fire Kingdom's estate. I have not built the actual estate yet. I'm still working on the rest of it, but it's supposed to be like a little Japanese garden. I'm not done with it yet, but it's a, oh, hey! I just noticed, an old friend of mine just, followed me yesterday. Yay! But yeah, this is a Japanese garden, and we'll be making a little Japanese kind of palace eventually, so, I wish we could use the block palettes of the kingdoms, but I said if it's in the castle grounds, it has to be the castle's palette. So that's all we got for the castle right now, but we're expanding. Next will be the other political buildings and then the embassies. Embassies are last. Those are the embassies over there. The embassies is how I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna spawn people here, and then we're gonna tell them to go to the embassy to kind of pick a species they want to be from, and then it'll teleport them to wherever they need to be. So like if they choose they want to be part of the Fire Kingdom, it'll teleport them to the Fire Kingdom, and then they're like a dragon person. So, and then each species is gonna have special buffs. This is our courthouse. I'm thinking that if people are accused of like crimes here, they will go on trial and then they will be banned. So say you break the rules of the world, you go on trial, people will ask if you did the thing you did. If you did do it, you get banned. If you didn't do it, you'll be left alone, kind of thing, you know? Nobody has been banned from this server yet. I mean, I've been very particular of who I let in, so it's not like the people that are allowed in this world are supposed to do all that. This is the lawyer offices. So if you do get accused of being banned or of something that is like a bannable offense, you get a lawyer. you get a lawyer to work through your issues. We're putting way too much thought into this world, to be honest. I can admit that, but I wanted to make a very epic world that people could be pretty much anything they wanted. This is our archive building. We have some things archived. This is actually a historical document. You ready? Zosimus, you'll love this. You'll love this historical document. Ready? Ready? It's very important, and I will give the story for it in a minute. It says Emily is a bitch. And there is a reason why this is a historical document. The reason it's a historical document... Damn, Emily knew it. But the reason it's a historical document is because before we had this version of the world, there was another one, and me and my friend Emily kept roasting each other, like with signs and books. So we had like this entire book series of us just roasting each other. So I'm like, I need to bring that back in some way. So I put that book in there. I also need to write the horse massacres. I haven't written that yet. According to the canon lore of this world, we have gone to war with the horses 3 times. And we went to war with the doors once. Actually, we're still at war with the doors. The doors can go suck my ass. I'm sorry, that's vulgar. That's way too vulgar. We got these lovely little lights. Our pro builder designed them, and we figured out how to copy his design, so we're putting those around the town. We have a lovely little garden here. And then this giant building right here is our parliament building. So all of the people who have like a high role, like they're an emissary of any of the 10 kingdoms, they come here to kind of discuss everything. Somebody added a fountain. I like it. It's cute. But yeah, so this is our lovely parliament. Like how the Australians went to war against emus and lost. Or like how the Romans went to war with the sea. I think it was the Romans, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this is our parliament building. Basically, I think this is just going to be like an admin building. So when we're discussing like rules and stuff, admins will come here to discuss. So... but yeah, to be fair, we have won the war against the horses all 3 times. Horses are not allowed into royal grounds. Yes, see? We have doors coming from here to attack our parliament. So evil. Oh, hold on. I may have made a new friend on the internet. I'm talking with someone that I met through my Wizard 101 group, and they're chatting with me, and they keep messaging me at weird times. Well, horses can't hold weapons yet again. Neither emus. Neither can emus, and they won against guns. Yeah. Here's a little garden, and then actually this building right here, it's not done. I mean, like I said before, everything's like a work in progress right now, but this is actually going to be a high school. So my friend designed the building. Still here. Hi. I get that reference. It's funny. Yeah, this is a high school. And I made lockers for my friend. I'm gonna ask her where she wants lockers, so that way I can make lockers for her. And we're gonna make more buildings for the high school. I made a little gazebo area where kids can come to get lunch. I was from the beginning. Okay. But yeah, here's a cute little area where kids could get lunch at the high school. And that is the main town area. All we gotta look at now is the embassies, and you guys kind of saw the oasis. So, Everything's a work in progress right now. I really need to check in with my friends so we could all do like a build day again. Because we got a lot of this done in a short amount of time. And we haven't been able to play since, so I'm just like, I want to work on things with everyone, but nobody's on. So, these are the embassies for the 10 kingdoms. Each kingdom will have a special export, or something. Can I play? I don't know. I'm trying to keep the group very selective, so that way I don't get like the wrong person in the group that like griefs everything. I actually almost didn't let one of my friends join because he has a history of being a little shit. So I was like, I don't want to invite him to the world, but I gave him permission, and he was a little shit. He created a hidden area under my castle, and he doesn't know I found it. I don't destroy anything. Maybe. We have a Discord server where we go over rules, lores, and what we're planning to build coming up, so... Yeah, and since you already have the basic tour, I could go over... If you do join, I could give you, like, the basic rules and stuff. And... we could go off of that. I'm sorry, I'm stretching. I don't grief, but I also have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm a safe pick if you want someone to stand in a corner picking nose. Yeah. I mean, we're also looking for people that aren't just builders. We're trying to build lore for the world, too. Because, like I said, I want it to be like an RP, D&D-esque kind of world, like how people use it. And, we're gonna be... I'm not a builder. Well, you can help with lore. We're trying to figure out what 10 species would fit each kingdom right now. This is the Fire Kingdom. They are... their architectural style is based on traditional Japanese buildings. I'm the helper. Yeah. But yeah, so the Fire Kingdom's based on traditional Japanese buildings. They had an export. Originally, builder, town idiot, close enough, I'm a builder. I collect things, I go take things. Yeah. I mean, this is a creative world. Oh, Jesus Christ, what happened to my avatar? But yeah, this is a creative world, so... message me on Discord, and I will send you guys links to it, because I don't want to send things. Originally, before the Fire Kingdom was the Fire Kingdom, their main export was actually farming. They were known for the farming and all that stuff, but due to an incident, which we're still trying to figure out what the incident is going to be, something happened, and most of the Fire Kingdom was teleported into the Nether. And my skin has a crown and dark armor, assuming that I still have that skin. I haven't played in years. Yeah. Eventually, with people who help out a lot, we want to give them custom skins, so that way they can fit whatever role they want to play in the game. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what their main export is now. I think maybe it'll be mining, because we have a lot of other things connected to that, and I feel like we need, like, the mining feature, because we have a metal and technology-based kingdoms, but nobody actually... No, wait, the Underground Kingdom does the mining. Dang it. We need a main export for the Fire Kingdom, because they can't farm anymore. This is the Lightning Kingdom Embassy. The Lightning Kingdom's... My custom skin is perfect, don't need any more. I'm the king of corruption. But the Lightning Kingdom is its architectural style is Neo-Tokyo based, so, like, have any of you guys seen, like, that Neo-Tokyo kind of, like, style? It's really cool. But that's what the Lightning Kingdom is, and they're, like, known for their technology. So they, like, advance, like, the sciences of the world. Um, this is the Sky Kingdom. The Sky Kingdom has a ancient Greek architectural style, and I tell you guys these things now, so if you do join the world, and you start working on a certain area, you know how to build it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But the Sky Kingdom is an ancient Greek building style, and they are known for the arts. Like in Infamous 2 with the neon power, any game heavy with neon lights, kind of like that. Like Cyberpunk. Yeah, so the Sky Kingdom is known for their arts. So they are the creative hub of the Empire. Let's jump down over here. This is the Metal Kingdom Embassy. The Metal Kingdom... Oh, right, I added signs to things, so if people wanted to rebuild, they know who to talk to. But the Metal Kingdom has like a steampunk-esque style for their architecture and things. I'm thinking about making the Metal Kingdom be like steampunk robots. I don't know. And then maybe have the Lightning Kingdom be like genetically modified humans or something like that. But yeah, the Metal Kingdom is like a steampunk one. They are known for, well, metal. They are innovators as well. We got the Wood Kingdom, which, their main export is, wood. They have a fairy elven style architecture, as you can see from our little nook. Oh wait, I don't know if just me, Alex, saw the historical document. Hold on. Ta-da! This is a historical document passed down through the different iterations of the world. Yeah, the Wood Kingdom is known for wood, and I guess maybe I should add healing on there, because I feel like fairies and elves would know how to heal. So, next is the Ice Kingdom. Ice Kingdom's architectural style is like chateau, lodge, igloos, that kind of style, you know what I mean? A lot of these kingdoms, we actually haven't found a location for them yet. We have the location for 2 kingdoms right now, and we're trying to expand the castle. And once we get those out of the way, we can start locating the next location. This is the Water Kingdom's embassy. Elves tend to be long-lived and arrogant in a lot of stories, less so in others. Which way do they go in this world? We don't know yet. Like I said, we're still anchoring all the lore and stuff. So, we're still trying to figure out how tense the political climate is for this world. I think we did decide, though, that the Fire and Water Kingdom are allies. Like, they're like best buddies when it comes to kingdoms, which is ironic, because I always see like fire and water-based kingdoms clashing. But we decided that because of the lore of what happened to the Fire Kingdom, it connected to the Water Kingdom. Because you know how I said there was an incident that pretty much made the Fire Kingdom like disappear into the Nether? Because of that, it splashed up like all the water in that area, and wizards, to prevent flooding and destruction, created kind of like this bubble. Which created the Water Kingdom, and that's how the Water Kingdom was created, was because of that incident. And so So both of those kingdoms were created because of this incident. We don't know. We haven't decided what is the cause of the incident yet, though. But yeah, this is the Water Kingdom's embassy. The main water... Originally, the main Water Kingdom export was going to be fishing until I built the Oasis. And then I'm like, I kind of want their exports to be fishing and entertainment. So it's kind of like an underwater Las Vegas. Or California or Florida. Kind of like all three of those mixed together. So, Water Kingdom. We have 3 more embassies, and then the tour will be done. This is the Light Kingdom. Their architectural style is kind of like a New England college style. You know what I mean? Because their main export is education. If you want to get a good career, say that you went to college in the Light Kingdom, because that will push you way forward. And then we go in here, and then we got the Dark Kingdom. The Light and Dark Kingdom are pretty much the same, except the Dark Kingdom will be underneath the Light Kingdom. So that'll be fun. I think we joked about like what majors were in like the Dark Kingdom. Like we said, I was about to say Light Kingdom is scholars, and then he said that they give education, and I'm like, do it. Yeah. But like, I think we were joking about what kind of majors you would take in the Dark Kingdom. So we were like, necromancy, dark magic, and then lawyers. That's you want a good law degree? Go to the Dark Kingdom. And I think we like said some sort of art form was in the Dark Kingdom. I can't remember what one though. I didn't need to look through it all. On how we figure things out, this next kingdom would be the easiest. I froze. Oh, this next kingdom will probably be like the easiest one to find a location for, compared to all the other ones. So this we need to find a big ravine. This is the Underground Kingdom. They're known for their mining. So, ooh. But yeah, this is the Earth Kingdom. They live in the Earth. They're little mole dwarf people. This is the next kingdom. Freeze. Ah, yes, Glitch Kingdom. Yeah. Some of my friends actually requested other kingdoms, and I'm like, okay, if we can finish all the ones that are already confirmed, then we can move on to other kingdoms. So somebody wanted to do like a honey kingdom, and somebody said like a space kingdom, and we're trying to figure out how to use the end in some way. I don't know how we're going to use the end. Because I want to use the end for something, but I can't decide what to use it for. Originally, I was thinking maybe connected to the Light Kingdom in some way, but I don't know. But yeah, this is the tour of the world so far. We still have a lot to do and expand. So, there's still a lot of work to do. I'm working on the Water Kingdom. Oh, no, wait, I forgot something. How can a kingdom be honey? Sounds like it'd be more of a subsect of a kingdom. It's so specific. I don't know. I forgot one thing. I was like, oh, the tour's over. I forgot one thing. Yeah, see, this is the magical wall that was created for the Water Kingdom. So there is a couple small villages where the Fire Kingdom used to be, before it was blown to oblivion. Literally. And eventually we're gonna create like a crater. We're also trying to figure out species right now. And I think we confirmed that that the species that we have, I have like a list. We got the Fire Kingdom, which is dragons, and then the Water Kingdom is axolotls. I mean, they're both technically lizards, and they were once the same country. Somewhere deep in the Wood Kingdom is secret sex, the Temple of Honey, which is kept secret from prying eyes and sticky fingers. Yeah. I want to add like a god system. Like I want there to be like I want there to be like gods and goddesses connected to it, because originally there was temples in like the original build of the world before I rebuilt it and created this version. But there were like temples and stuff for the gods, and there was supposed to be like 10 gods that worked together to create like this all these different countries and empires and stuff. So I'm trying to decide if I want to keep that god aspect, because it would make the lore a lot more magical. But yeah, so we got this little farm, and that's about it. The farm is the last stop on our tour. Isn't it cute? Oh, somebody made these bigger. I'm like, I thought this was smaller. Somebody made it bigger. But yeah, if you guys want to help build it, just let me know, and I will judge your behavior and make sure you're a right fit for this world, so that way everyone can be happy and build together. And like I said before, if you can't build something, we are looking for people to help us write lore for this world. So I probably should end, because it has almost been 2 hours. And I usually go for an hour. So tomorrow is Wizard 101. Hold on. Yes, it's Wizard 101. I wouldn't be much of a help, as I don't know much about Minecraft. I'm good at keeping track of lore, though. Love lore. Yeah, we're not looking for expert builders. We just want people to do their best, because I think I'm an okay builder, but we have like a couple people that are like professional builders, and then there's some people that are just really shit builders. Like, not to be mean to them, but like they only know like the basics, and it kind of shows, and I'm like, okay. Usually those builds get rebuilt. There have been a couple buildings that have been rebuilt. But, yeah, other than that, it should be fine. So, Wizard 101 tomorrow, Wednesday art stream, because I haven't done that in a while. Like I said, for the people who want to join, just DM me. I will still be in the world for a while, so if you do get accepted, you can just hop into voice chat there, and I will help you get set up. So, I'll talk to y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.